Sit down. Get comfortable. Wiggle around in your seat a little bit until your underwear is out of your ass crack. I know, it's a real problem. Sometimes it takes a few wiggles. Close your eyes and lean back and pay no attention to the man standing behind you with a gun. It's Dr. Heinz Doofenshmirtz with his Glockinator. He puts the cold metal to the back of your head and says, "Stand down!" Little does he realize you're already sitting. "Wait, never mind," he realizes moments later. "Give me all of your money. My alimony check is late this month." Giving Dr. Doof all of your money so he doesn't shoot you with his Glockinator is a pretty good idea. Good Idea is a brain trust your brain can trust. It is a comedy podcast where we find creative, actionable solutions to your real-life problems. I'm Aidan Kinsella.
And I'm Bradley Berklich.
And this is Good Idea. Welcome, Bradley, to Good Idea, to your basement. How are you this week?
I'm great. I'm in my basement.
He's in his basement, everybody.
Hell yeah.
And so am I. We're back together again. Boys are back in town. Thin Lizzy's songs playing everywhere we go, the way it does when the boys are back in town. Bradley, do you have any interesting stories from this week you want to start off with before we jump into prompts?
Interesting stories from this week. I don't think anything happened.
Nothing happened. He blacked out for 7 days.
Yeah.
Christmas was real intense for him.
New Year's happened. People hung out. It was a good time.
There's another year they're doing this time. This
2019.
They're doing,
apparently.
2019. They're doing another year this one.
And the glasses are back, but the second hole is the hole in the 9, and the 1 is the nose. It's not a good look.
Yeah, it's real bad. It's real bad.
It's been fun,
I got a pretty good story about just what we were up to last night.
Okay.
I'll just go real quick, and you can confirm this good content.
Yeah.
You and Jared and I took a little drive before we came back to play Overt Hitler with your brother. And,
Secret Hitler.
Sorry.
It's easy to confuse.
Easy to confuse. Yeah. Well,
Obvious Hitler.
Obvious Hitler. Well, I mean, when
mustache. The mustache helps.
The mustache does help. Every single time we played around, my team lost. So I don't know what that says about me or if that says something about the game. Not really sure, but that's irrelevant. That's not what we're here to talk about. I'm here to talk about the fact that we went to a ComEd building in town and there was a fence up around the power area. And on the fence, there were two really good signs that I have pulled up on my phone right now, just so I can give you the best description. So it's super dark outside, and we're just reading these with our eyes that have dilated to. Is dilated the one that get bigger?
You gotta remember, they're here because I pull up after we've gone and got Jared Chipotle.
Jared needed Chipotle.
So we arrive at a street corner, and I'm like, "Yo, is there like a building over there, like made of brick, kind of like covered in trees?"
And yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
From the road, it's blocked by trees.
So is every other building in Lake Forest. You ass.
But
that's where it got the name.
Everyone's house is also flooded.
This is true.
That's where the lake comes from.
Yep.
But I dragged them out there and I began to talk about how Samuel Insel was.
The light just turned on. ComEd can hear us.
Our lamp just turned on. I'll explain that in a minute.
They just shot the electricity to our house to let us know. They're like, we saw.
To talk about how Samuel Insel got fucked over by ComEd and he had to move back to England and died a pauper after inventing electricity in Chicago. And Thomas Edison fucked him over. But then we were on the property of this brick ComEd building that's been there.
After we're done with this story, you gotta explain the lamp because I'm kind of spooked.
Yeah.
But there were two very, very good signs, and there's a third important sign just to give context to the other two. One of the signs said, "Keep gates closed and locked at all times." And to that I respond, why the fuck is that sign there? Why are there even gates there? Just make it a fence. There's no reason for it to be closed and locked at all times. Just make it not. Just make it not there.
Don't even have the option to open.
Fence only. And then the important sign to give context to this next one is there is a sign that says private property, no trespassing allowed. And it is on the same fence right next to the yellow sign that said, hey, keep the gates closed and locked at all times. Now, there's also a sign on the fence, on the other side of the fence, that says, warning, no trespassing beyond this point. Which means trespassing up until that point is totally fine. And they can't get you. So we did trespass last night.
But it was okay.
It was fine. The sign said so. The sign was just like, hey, you're good?
You get fucking closer.
You get any closer. You trespass beyond this point, not cool. But up until here, we won't take legal action. You're good. And then there was like a little smiling ComEd guy with a thumbs up. On there wasn't, but it'd be real
Vault
good.
Boy.
That's what I was imagining. Yeah. I didn't know his name.
I don't know if he's called Vault Boy, but
the guy from Fallout 76.
Yeah, the guy who's it's like sort of it's cool because like the Vault Tech is like a sinister parent company. If I was gonna have to pick a sinister parent company, it would be ComEd.
Well, because we are sinister parent company is the name of our hypothetical podcast network. That once I get another show going, hopefully we'll really build that. I don't know what a podcast network is or how that works at all.
We just call it that.
And then I think that brings it into existence. But that was my sort of good story. Yeah. I just thought that was real good. I wanted to share that. Can you tell me about your lamp?
Okay. The lamp? Here, I'll show you, actually.
Yeah, if you pull this string here, it turns off. Whoa. Wait. It's a clap on, clap off?
It's not a clap on, clap. It's a Radio Shack timer. We were on vacation, and so to prevent people from stealing our house, we did the Home Alone thing where we pretended it was inhabited, like by having all those cardboard cutouts. It was fucking hot. Having all those cardboard cutouts pass in front of the windows on model trains and having our lights turn on and off at intervals. I mean, so nobody breaks in so they think we're still inhabited. Don't tell anyone, or else when our lights are off, they'll think we're not here.
Okay, yeah. We won't put this on the internet. Fuck. This is supposed to go on the internet.
Shit.
Wait. Important question. Do you have your leftover cardboard cutouts of your family members? I need them, no reason.
Yes, we do, but 3 of them are all the same cutout of John Belushi. And one of them was a picture of a dog.
I always did think your dad looked kind of like John Belushi, and I have never seen him and John in the same room at the same time.
But John Belushi's dead.
No, he's dad?
Dead.
Dad? Brad's dad is John Belushi. Should we do an idea?
I kind of like the idea of why is ComEd sinister and why do they require this network of propaganda. Also, we were there last night and Jared's like, we're hearing like the hum of like the electricity over the wires. And Jared's like, that's the sound of them making electricity. And I'm like, Jared, this is a transformer. This building is meant to convert. And he was like, oh.
Why did you take the magic out of his life, Bradley?
It was so small.
He finally found it.
They're making electricity
here. He found
the
source.
I'm like, Jared, shut up.
He found the system of power that allows him to play Wii music at his house.
Oh, that was a good time. New Year's Eve, we just played Wii music.
It was very good. It was very, very good.
Gabe Rickabaugh has no rhythm.
I don't know that he has no rhythm, because he raps really, really well. He just
blows at Wii music?
I think he just thinks it's funny to blow at Wii music.
Okay.
Cahill was the one who was blowing at Wii music. He had the trumpet part.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, see what I did there? That was pretty good.
I did. It was a good blowing.
Pretty good goof. Should we do you talk to me more about this ComEd thing. I have no context. If you want to do that as the idea, that's totally fine.
Well, I think ComEd is inherently sinister already because of my Samuel Insull being dicked over story. That's where they get insulation.
Okay.
I'm making that up. I have no idea if that's true, but Samuel Insull did run Chicago network power, and then he was forced out of the market by ComEd, who could flood the market and then increase the price. Economics.
With how convincing that was, I don't know how I'm supposed to believe anything you ever say.
That's an excellent point.
That's valid. I do the same thing to people.
Essentially, what evil electricity things could Commonwealth Edison, that's what ComEd stands for, be doing? And why would they require
a secret base in Lake Forest?
It could be the secret base
where some trespassing is allowed. Because there's got to be a purpose for that, right? I think they allow the trespassing so they can find their targets. They're like, that's how they know who's checking them out. And whenever they find out someone's onto them, they
like do like a Stranger Things lamp flick.
They do like a little brownout where the power goes off and back on. and then maybe like if the person comes back, the ComEd, like they get a full blackout, they can't get their power back on, they got to call ComEd, and then ComEd's like, we're gonna need the last 9 digits of your SOCH to fix this for you. But
ComEd, that's all the digits of my SOCH.
Is it really?
No, there's only like 5.
No.
Or 6 digits of social security number, isn't there?
It's 9.
Mine's on 343-181-9238.
That was 10. That was a phone number.
Oh, leave out the 8.
Yeah, the 8's not in there.
No, hack that person's life.
It's 3 numbers, 2 numbers, 4 numbers.
Is the social security number just like progressively, like is it just like one person gets like the first 2 they were just like, you're 1?
Well, it would be, I think, 000000001. But it can't be that, because then you could predictably figure out, based on birth records, who has what social security number.
Yeah.
So it can't be that.
So is it just random?
It's gotta be.
That's kind of cool.
It's really cool.
So I think the idea of Commonwealth Edison, like, because like the lamp, as soon as we were talking about them, like if you're talking about, dude, my power bill's so high this month, like that lamp in the corner room just goes, boop. Like, we're listening.
It's like I feel like it's kind of like I don't know where I was going with that. I was going to say something about Amazon Echo, but I don't know anything.
That's like Elf on the Shelf.
Amazon Echo is terrifying.
Have we talked about the fact that they're definitely totally spying on you? Like, that's 100%.
No way they're not. I mean,
huge server in Utah. Mm-hmm. All the data goes there. The electrician in Chicago who worked for AT&T, and on the floor of the AT&T building, there's just one room full of servers, and it was like government. Mm-hmm. And he was installing the shit, and he's like, why is this here? And they're like, government. So that's where all your data goes if you live in Chicago.
We're just trying to play a really big LAN game of PUBG. It's government bonding time. The president we have to let him win or he gets mad.
There's 100 players. It has to be a big server.
It has to be a really big server. That's why there's a bunch of monitors on the bottom floor.
Do you think it's like the line of succession for the presidency that gets to be like the first 100? It's like the president's numero uno, like he's always in, and it's like it's a vice president.
Oh, so for
Secretary of State, all the way until like, what is that? You get
so
all the way
that's
to
who
the
gets
governor.
To play the PUBG game.
Yeah.
But if anyone kills the president in the game, they're fired on the spot. I have fired the horse catcher. Because otherwise, and what weapon do you think the president would use? What do you
Frying pan.
Frying pan?
Is that
well, it is a weapon, and I think that you're right, because he knows he can't be killed, but maybe he just thinks he's really good at it. He's like, I only ever win with the frying pan, okay?
Well, do you think
would Obama's weapon of choice have been?
Fortnite. Obama's hip. He wouldn't be doing PUBG. He would be doing the Fortnite thing.
You're right. And he would have like a bunch of videos he would put of himself on his Instagram of him doing the Fortnite dances with his wife.
Here's me shaking hands with Ninja.
Here is me doing my...
Why does he sound 80? Obama just old.
Doing my favorite Fortnite dance. Michelle, get out of the frame. I'm trying to take a single individual video. But just me.
I'm going to grab my crotch and put the loser sign on my forehead and jump around on one leg.
I'm making a new All-Star Smash Mouth music video. And if I send it to them and they like it, they said they would put it on their YouTube. So, look out for that. I was recently on a Hamilton track with Lynn. It was the last Hamilton drop. So if I could spin that cred into a new Smash Mouth video, that would be really cool.
Please, I would like to star in a Netflix special.
I would like to star in a Netflix special.
Obama could pull a reverse Ronald Reagan where he twists his way into an acting career after a presidency.
I think that's a pretty good idea.
I mean, what's he going to do with the rest of his life? He hit... How old was he? Was he 50 when he got into the presidency?
I think younger than that for sure.
Is he? But he's like, I think he's like the age of my dad. I think he's like 54 now.
He's young.
He's
a youngo.
Obama's 57. He's 3 years older than my dad. Spoilers on dad age.
I'm working on a new YouTube channel. I'm going to do rap covers on my new YouTube channel. And my name will be Barack Mobamba. And
well, how does the Mobamba song go? It's so...
I got hoes calling a young bitch's phone.
girlfriend was playing that last, 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
I was like, this song blows.
The song sucks. It's such a meme. But you gotta realize she's playing it for the meme.
Is she?
Yes.
Because I have to know a person before I can evaluate levels of irony.
No. She's playing the song for the meme.
Like,
I don't know. I think she might actually like the song. I'm not sure. I'm not going to speak for her. I know she knows it's funny. That much I am 100% certain of. There was one of the first...
Pass the Svega and turn up Mobamba.
Do you guys want to hear Mobamba or Sicko Mode?
Your choice.
It's not, do you guys want to listen to Mobamba or Sicko Mode? Do you guys want to listen to Mobamba or Sicko Mode? One of the two. You're only going to pick one. Now, I understand that as a black man, appropriating the white national anthems is probably not cool for me.
There's a girl from Houston at my college. She's like, I've never heard this song. And the dude from Cleveland's like, it's everywhere. Everywhere, Mobamba.
There's one of the first memes I sent. One of the first memes I sent my girlfriend. This is how I know she knows it's funny.
Yep.
I mean, there are other reasons, because after this meme, but immediately, one of the first ones I sent her when we started dating was this. It was a tweet about, people at a party, everyone dancing, grinding, having a good time, normal stuff. Mobamba comes on, everyone starts freaking out, but I guess it's white people, and then it's starts freaking out, a beer crashes through the window from a frat across the street, everyone starts screaming, Mobamba, and here's the thing, I had never been at a party when Mobamba had come on when I saw that, but I thought it was really funny.
It was as a hypothetical.
It was a hypothetical. I was at a frat party a month later with her.
Yeah.
And Mobamba comes on, and everyone starts screaming and losing their shit.
Was it a frat party at Lake Forest?
Yeah.
Does Lake Forest have frats?
They do, but they don't have frat houses. So
okay.
It was an ATO party. My roommate's in ATO. It was really fun.
Theta.
Alpha Tau Omega.
Alpha Eta.
I know. I don't get it.
Omega. Okay.
I've thought about it a lot. I don't really get it, but that's okay.
Omega's the
it's the line and then the circle and then the
lowercase. It looks like the cat. It looks like a 3, but on its side.
I don't take Greek.
Okay, but it's just not.
It's all Greek
I would yell at a Greek house for pronunciation, but I think it'd be a little futile.
I don't think you're spouting into the
guys.
void.
Actually, I think you're pronouncing your syllables wrong, and I just get beat up and put in a locker.
Yeah, no, they're nice people. They're nice people.
So, do we want to do a prompt?
Should we do a prompt? Do you want to pick first while I grab another La Croix?
That would be the third La Croix.
Is that too much La Croix?
That's just a lot of La Croix.
Too much La Croix?
La Croix. I know him.
You know La Croix?
Yeah. He went to my school.
Queen Laquifa?
Queen Laquifa. That's not as funny as it's... Okay. Anyway.
It's pretty funny, actually.
Okay.
Queen Laquifa.
Okay. What would a warehouse look like?
That is WERE.
So is this supposed to be like a werewolf? But
I think so.
And is this Keegan? Because this one's
that's
not
Kigo.
Thanks, Keegan.
Thanks for this one.
You're really kind of scraping the. I know we've been draining you. Thank you for scraping the.
So here's the thing. This came in a set of prompts that had some better prompts in it. We just used all of them.
Oh,
we
yeah.
Asked for... Keegan he really goes hard for us. Thank you, Keegan. You go until you've completely scraped the bottom of the barrel, and you come back with some fresh ones next time. There's always some shit about dogs in there.
And props to Keegan for college, because that shit's awesome.
Other thing about Keegan before we jump into this prompt, he did do our new banner art, and it's really good. It's really pretty and clean. There's little pictures of our ideas on there, of some of them, not all of them, but there's the scientist dating one from one of our first episodes. There's crystals and bath salts from that episode as well. And then there's
the atheist rock.
The big atheist rock, and then there's hand mess to flavor ratio. All depicted on there, and it looks just really clean. It's kind of like just a variation on our classic banner.
Yeah, but it's a good.
Shout out really to pretty. So, and that's at Kigo Draws on Twitter, which we'll tell you about, and Instagram, which we'll tell you about probably every episode at this point. So, a warehouse.
Oh, it's Bradley. A pun.
Oh.
Yeah, I got it.
That's not bottom of the barrel. That's very good.
Okay, yeah.
But, Bradley, I have...
What does it turn into? Is it a house that turns into a wolf? And everyone's like, where'd the house go?
No. Bradley, I'm transforming.
Just a wolf now. Oh, he's in a house that turns into a dude.
It's a man that turns into a house.
Okay. It's midnight.
But
oh no!
I think so. I'm here in your house, and if the full moon shined through that window and hit me, I would turn into a house. This chair would blast apart the chair that I'm sitting in.
It's like a version of it's like a full house. Like if you're indoors, like the building just fucked, or is it just like a small house?
Well, it depends.
Is it like a doll house?
Well, because if you became a warehouse within the last couple of years, it would be a fuller house. But if it was like in the 90s, it would be a full house.
Fuck up.
Okay, so I was actually thinking about this. So that was what I was going to talk about next after I talked about how this chair would split apart and my fucking head would be the roof of the house and it would shoot through the floor up into the first floor of your house.
Have you guys seen Animorphs?
It's animal. It's definitely what's the mid-transition phase look like? One of your arms is turned into like a gutter, but it's like really long.
And you're like eyeballs turning into a window very slowly. You're like, ah.
Oh, I get it, because the eyes are the windows to the soul. Oh. Oh.
Have you seen Monster House?
I have seen.
It becomes like that.
So the house is still like alive. Got a big mouth door, and it's fucking screaming at all the kiddos that come by.
That movie fucked me up. That was terrifying.
Yeah, it was real spooky, huh? But here's the thing about warehouse. Because you mentioned this idea of, is it a big house, is it a dollhouse? I think it's, I don't know if it's proportionate, but like, I think it just has to do with like your chemical makeup, and it's just sort of random, or maybe the type of house that
you like would be. Like, what sort of house would it? This sounds like house furry is what this sounds like.
What's your house Sona?
What's your house Sona?
Bradley, what's your house Sona?
MD.
House Sona MD? Wait, that's what a warehouse would look like. Maybe you turn it. Okay, so
Hugh Laurie.
Maybe you turn into Hugh Laurie. That's my house.
I made it get so long. Hello.
I think that's what a warehouse. There's different types of warehouse. Maybe one warehouse is like a dollhouse, and another one is a bungalow, and another one is just Hugh Laurie.
It would be a house. Right, okay, so this requires me to be well-versed in architecture, which I am, but there are also a lot of different... Here,
I would definitely have a lot of flying buttresses.
Books. All right, this is...
Do you think I would have a lot of flying buttresses, Brad? Because it's got the word butt in it.
I think that would be very funny. You'd find that very funny.
I would find that very funny. And
I'm kind of picturing, all right, characteristics of Aiden. Loud, talkative...
That's the same one.
Okay, no, you can be talkative and quiet. Enthusiastic, genuine. Let's see.
I would definitely have, like, one of those things on the side of the house where the steam comes out, because I love to vape. No, that's smoke. I don't smoke.
Oh, you want a vent.
I'm talking about, like, one of those steam vents.
I'm picturing, like, a very, like, kind of cool ranch style with stained glass. You've got, like, an art house thing going.
Those are known for being loud, yeah.
Yeah. I mean...
I think you become a warehouse by accidentally walking into a monster house.
If it bites you.
Yeah, it's not if it bites you, it's like if it swallows you. I think if you enter a warehouse, it get warehoused. You know, like, and if Hugh Laurie bites you, you get warehoused. It just depends on the type of house. If you're like a little kid and you're playing with your dolls, not dolls, action figures, and definitely not a dollhouse.
No, Dad, not the belt. It wasn't Barbie.
It wasn't, Dad. It was a G.I. Joe. That's even gayer, son.
It was a G.I. Joe. Have you seen that homoerotic shit? Have I shown you the Vietnam Wall Memorial G.I. Joe?
I have not.
Okay, I'm gonna look. Firstly, come over here and I can show you ranch-style houses.
Oh, I vibe with that so hard.
Okay, excellent. So like that those bad boys.
I love those. Those are the kind of houses I want to live in.
Okay, excellent. We've pinned Aiden.
Bradley did a good one.
Flat long ones.
I'm a flat long boy. That's what they say about me when I lay down and do push-ups.
All right, and now Vietnam Wall Memorial G.I. Joe.
Bradley, you ever get bit by Hugh Laurie and turn into him on the full moon?
Child Vietnam War Memorial. J.I. Go, actually.
J.I. Go.
Whoops.
What happens if you go to the restaurant Full Moon and you're a warehouse or even like a werewolf
Here
or
it is.
something else?
You probably just get some pancakes.
That's extremely funny. Can you describe that to the listeners? Just because you're very familiar with it. I think you'll do.
G.I. Joe in the packaging. He has. So it's like legitimately, it's like a real thing. Like this isn't like a mock product somebody made. G.I. Joe. There's like a replica of the Vietnam Wall, which is black. Sort of, what is that, marble and everyone's
I think it's a marble and there's like white names etched into it.
Yeah, white names are etched
Only
into
the
it.
white names. None of them.
Yeah, Jesus.
The U.S. government, I mean.
And the G.I. Joe has his hand up, like his head pressed against the wall and his hand up to the wall like he's mourning his fallen comrades. Like in that famous photo from maybe a movie or something?
Yeah, probably a movie.
Yeah, where
my favorite thing about movies is the still images that they're so famous for.
Where the dude also has his hand up to the wall. And there's a little action feature, and let's see what this says. Press
F to mourn.
I think it might be like press to project comrades onto wall.
press button to pay respects.
Because the wall, like the photo of it has like the comrades like reflected on the wall, like they're holding hands like through the wall. I was in the DMV today and a man wearing a World War II hat, World War II veteran hat. Dude, like 90, trying to like get his license renewed, but he's 90, so he shouldn't be driving.
You do stand up, right?
I do.
So,
I dabble.
Here's the thing. I have a really good idea for you.
Okay.
You were at the DMV today. Could you do a set about how long the lines were and just how absolutely terrible being at the DMV was?
It was actually pretty quick. Although my dad halfway through, we were sitting in the chairs because he was getting his license renewed. My little brother was getting his permit. He was like, we're sitting there and he starts...
Ted shouldn't be allowed to drive.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hold on a second. Have you listened to this podcast? Ted should not be allowed to drive. You can continue your story. I just need to make it very clear. My opinion on Ted getting his permit is no.
You can bring that up to the officials, but he passed.
Hey Jesse White. Listen. I will donate $50 to your Tumblrs if you'll fucking take Ted's permit away. He needs another year.
Dude needs some more time to cook.
His balls still need to drop. You can't let him drive a car.
Ted looks like kind of like a hobbit, but if a hobbit would
if a hobbit was made of sticks.
A kid hobbit, maybe? Like a child?
A tall, lanky child hobbit with a big-ass head. And very hairy feet.
But so my dad...
very slappable thighs.
My dad started ranting about the deep state.
Brad, they talked to me more about the deep state.
He was there and he's like, it's all money. It's like, Dad,
it's all money. And the DMV is all for profit.
I can't even describe it. I was like reading my book and he starts talking and like I'm tuning him out until he mentions the word deep state. I look at him like, Dad, every time we go to the DMV, you do this. You end up like ranting about the fucking deep state. Because it's true. If you leave my dad alone for like too long, he'll just start doing it.
If you leave Bradley's dad alone with his thoughts for more than 5 minutes, he will have already started an anti-deep state blog.
Yeah,
no one has ever done this.
Have you read Steve Shue? He's a researcher from Michigan State. Here, I'll forward you the link, Aiden.
Oh, yes? Please forward me the link. Can I also have a recommendation of the best 5 books I can buy at Barnes & Noble?
Oh, absolutely. I
have them all right here in the package for you.
I've already done this. Here, let me show you a curve. My dad today was like, let me show you this curve between the genomes of atrial fibrillation and the likelihood of getting atrial fibrillation as calculated through AI. It was on Steve Shue's blog. I was like,
now here's Dad. How that connects to the deep state through the hospitals in the North Shore.
No, he was essentially that is exactly something he would do. But he is essentially saying it's like the CRISPR thing, how they've broken through. So you can analyze individual cells within like not individual cells. You can like go through the whole genome and then test everything and compare a bunch of different people with atrial fibrillation, and see which are the same, which are different. Because like the like gene to have like the mechanism within your body to tell your body to have this problem is in like 25,000 different genes or something. Like it's like an enormous number. So they plug it into an AI algorithm, and the curve for it looks like it's spot on. The percentage chance of having it. So once they had that data, they graphed it, and then they like took random samples of people and ran them through, and then like took the genes and then put them each like on a curve to see if the curve they made was correct, and it like exactly fit it.
Okay.
So that means that atrial fibrillation is almost completely caused by genetics, and that means my dad is going to insist I pay $20,000 to boost my child's IQ when they figure out how to do that in 20 years. He also says China will be able to do it really soon because they're really kind of hammering that. But this is my father. You heard it here first, folks. You can program your children, but only if you're Chinese. So only one of them.
What's atrial fibrillation? That's not a thing anymore.
I know. It's the heart disease.
Got it.
Oops, grandmother.
First of all, I wanted to hear...
Also, he called the DMV the shallow state at one point, so I don't know.
The what state?
The shallow state is like... He's like, welcome to the shallow state. This is only the surface. Jesse White is the connection. I was like, okay, Dad.
That's the thing. Jesse White's Tumblrs, actually secret agents.
What are Tumblrs?
The Jesse White Tumblrs is a, like, sponsored athletics tumbling group owned by Jesse White. And it helps get kids off the streets in Chicago.
So I'm trying to Google the Jesse White Tumblr. So I've typed in the Jesse White, and the first result, like below that, like in the Google suggestions, is the Jesse White Tumblrs. The second result is the Jesse White tumbling phone number place. The third result is WWE Jesse White.
I would love to talk more about WWE Jesse White, but before we do that, I do want to express my displeasure with the fact that I didn't get to hear one sentence out of you about how much the lines at the DMV sucked. You're a bad stand-up artist.
They were fast.
I know the lines at the...
but we did have a fun game, which was guess which person smelled like weed. It was all of them.
It was all of them?
Yeah.
The DMV. I'm going to take this off the air because what's the tumbler that with the tea where you put the tea in it and you tumble it so I can make a joke about how Jesse White has a line of drink cups?
What?
Hold on.
A drink mixer?
I think so.
Tumbler?
Tumblr.
That's the social media site.
No, not Tumblr. The Jesse White Tumblrs are a group of bloggers that... Like internet and talk
take
about
them off the street, sit near, get on this computer and make an aesthetic post.
An aesthetic post, but it's like all pictures of Jesse White.
Pictures of Jesse White taken at the DMV.
This is my Jesse White mood board. This is like Jesse White aesthetic post.
Drive safe.
And there's 6 pictures that really encapsulate the.
Just to clarify, Jesse White is the Secretary of State. Is he of Illinois, and he is the one.
The difference between a cup and a tumbler is that it's a drinking glass with straight sides and no handle or stem. Tumblers get called glasses when they're tall and cups when they're short. So the Jesse White Jesse. Okay, I'm gonna take everything before this off here. Jesse White has a great line of cups that you can buy in JCPenney.
Jesse White is the name of like Walter White and Jesse's ship name. Jesse White, because I've just looked up Jesse White on Tumblr, and it's not good. Yeah, because I was
pretty good.
Because I was curious if anyone had made the connection.
If it was Jesse White like the government officials and Walter White's, and then they just make meth together and then sell it through the deep state. Now, I want to hear more about Jesse White WWE.
Jesse Allen White is an American. It's a different dude, but he is a
Jesse White versus Jesse White. Jesse White versus Jesse White. Match of the century.
I make the streets of Illinois safer. I'm gonna pile drive you, old man.
Jesse White gets pile drived, and then the tumblers come in from the rafters, somersaulting over each other and crashing into the wrestler Jesse White. I got you, old man. Now I really support Jesse White. But I gotta say, I'm surprised that he won the wrestling match. You know, he's from my home state of Illinois, and I don't know. I've seen the man, and he cheated. He used the Tumblrs. Well, I guess that's what he's paying him for. They have to maintain what GPA to stay on the team?
I'm Google hanging out the Jesse White tumbling team.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, come over here.
Okay. I'd love to talk to them. Call failed to connect. Can we...
We may incur charges.
Oh, no. That's how they fund the team. Here, wait, okay. Here's my question. Don't remember what it was.
CRISPR.
Yeah, I know, but hold on.
Jesse White.
It has to... Well, can I make my kid into Jesse White using CRISPR? Next question. No,
okay,
I'm just kidding.
okay.
That wasn't what I was going to say.
We can do next question, though, because this is spiraling deeply into some sort of strange facade.
Some sort of strange... I don't know what that means.
The shallow state.
The shallow state, yeah. Well, I'm just trying to remember what I was thinking about with the Jesse White Tumblrs, because you're going to Google hang them out, and...
Can I Google hang out with you?
Can I Google hang out the Jesse White Tumblrs? Hey, Yahoo. I don't know what I was going to say. It doesn't matter. It probably wasn't funny. CRISPR. I want to do one more prompt before we end the episode, and it is one that I put on there myself, and it is ChristPR. With capital CHRISNT, and the other, and the P and the R, I think, are the only two that aren't capitalized. So, I want CRISPR, which I think is just sort of a Jesus biblical CRISPR, where you can, hey, my kid has water walking genes.
Well, that's just...
My kid's blood is made of wine. Is this anything?
Does his blood... Oh, yeah, because... Okay. So
my kid is just a thick Eucharist. He's so round.
The closest link I can think between Christ and CRISPR is the original one, where God is just like, I'm gonna make the perfect child and put him in your womb, Mary.
Well, yeah, because they make the perfect child and they put it. Yeah,
the Immaculate Conception. Is it the philosophical implication is that you're asking God, maybe Steve Shue, head of research at Michigan State, to put a really good baby in you?
I think so. What really good is, I think, is up to the it's dealer's choice.
He's like, you're
The Lottery of Birth on Amazon Prime. My favorite documentary.
Your kid is my kid.
Your kid is my kid. My kid is your kid. He walks on water. He comes back when dead. And it's 3 days later. And the Romans killed him. But it doesn't matter. Because he's a perfect kid.
Is Jesus perfect?
Is Jesus perfect? I don't know. That's a great question. You know, a lot of biblical scholars of the Judaism would say that Jesus couldn't have been perfect because he wasn't a magical or holy man. He was just an important individual. He was one of the, messiahs or whatever. I don't know anything.
Well, if I was Jewish, I would believe that.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
If you were Jewish, you sure would.
Yeah.
I don't know if Jesus was perfect, but I don't know if the question is of perfection. If it's more of just it's a super baby. Because I don't think anyone would disagree. Jesus was a pretty super baby.
Did you ever watch that? Oh, no, I'm thinking of Baby Geniuses. Never mind.
Baby Jesus is. We know everything. Baby Jesus is. Tell us something we don't know.
What was that from?
That's the theme song to Baby Geniuses, the Max Fun podcast.
Oh, Max. Okay, I was thinking of...
No, you're thinking of the movie Baby Geniuses, which we've definitely talked about on this podcast.
Have we? I really don't think so.
I think that's CRISPR right there. So
just make your kid...
Baby Jesus is the threequel. It's the squeakquel to Baby Geniuses.
Well, how do you even start to I played a video game recently, and it was there was genetic modification, and you can genetically modify yourself to have telepathic, what is the telekinesis? And I was like, you can't do that with genetic modification. That one doesn't work.
Not yet. Not yet. Because you got to think about it like this, Brad. If there is magic in the world, if that stuff does exist and we ever figure out how to do it, it's just science. If there is a higher power, like a god or whatever, which I can't say whether or not there is, I tend not to believe in one, but if there is one, it would just be science at that point because it would be part of the workings of the universe. It's only magic until we understand it.
Okay.
So if there is telekinesis, then maybe that is something we could genetically engineer.
But by the laws of physics as we know them yet.
As we know them yet. No, of course you can't do that. That's fucking buck wild. You can't do that. That's wild. But, what I usually love about video games is how realistic they are. I've been playing a lot of Smash Ultimate. I think I clocked over 20 hours in the last week.
A fat Italian plumber just beat the shit out of a space pterodactyl, and it was awesome.
It was so cool, and I do think, though, CRISPR might have some leg. Because we're already talking about this idea of being able to, as a human race, just this idea of, being able to reproduce without...
If you want your child to walk on water, do you just give him, like, excellent surface tension?
My kid has the best surface tension. Like, you know, like those, like, the stickers that, like, women will put on their car that, like, my kid's an honor roll student. And my kid has excellent surface tension. I almost said excellent circumcision.
My kid was inmate of the month at Knox County Penitentiary.
Now, Jesus was Jewish. Now, what if one of Jesus's fucking CRISPR ideal genes that he had a penis with a pre-perforated penis, so it was ready to... It's just like a rip-off circumcision. Like, you know, like in a notebook where you can, like, fold it along a crease that's already pre-perforated for you so it rips easy?
What if he was just pre-circumcised? Like the dude... Was it one of the wise men who, like, Mary gave birth and then they're like, off it goes... Like, immediate... I mean, I assume he was circumcised, right?
He must have been circumcised.
Yeah. So, but, like, what if Jesus came out and the wise one was like, oh, this one's already done.
Whoa. You must be
cool.
holy. That's the thing. None of the other miracles Jesus did actually happen. But he was born already circumcised. And so all the other myths about his holiness and his magic and his origin of birth being from God or the Holy Spirit or whatever, it all comes from the fact that he had an uncircumcised penis. So people just sort of... Because back in Roman times, it was okay to just write stuff down if it was true in spirit. So people wrote stuff about his miracles and his magical abilities based on the fact that he is born with a circumcised penis.
And like one of the wise men was like, whoa, I was going to give you this $5 Taco Bell coupon, but since you don't have the thing, you get some frankincense. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
That's the cool thing. Is like when in America too, we still give mothers when their kids are born, when they get a circumcision with it, they get like a fun gift, like a $5 Taco Bell coupon, or like a little maze, like a fun maze they can do when they come of age.
The one with a ball?
No, not one with a ball. They can't afford that. The American healthcare system. Oh, it's time for me to take my meds. Good thing I remembered to do that earlier. I just figured I might forget. I was supposed to take them like over 6 hours ago. Took them like 1 hour ago. I miss them most mornings. But that's okay.
You should put them in your mouth before you sleep.
That's such a good idea. And then I swallow them when I wake up?
Yeah.
That's so good.
Hard to forget.
What if Jesus was born without like any mental problems?
Is it no depression?
No depression. Jesus just never experiences depression.
Probably had depression.
Oh, almost certainly. Mother Teresa was horribly, horribly depressed. People who do like spend their entire lives doing good things for people. Johnny Appleseed, great example of a really heroic figure of history. Johnny Appleyeat. Yeah, no, I'm just thinking, you know. I think CRISPR's a good idea. You ask God for a good baby, and then God says, here you go. That's a good baby. Oh, wait, this is just what prayers is. This is just baptizing them, I think. They do the baptize to give the kids superpowers, right?
Yeah, it's like the toxic waste of Christianity.
Yeah, like you get the thing, and they put the kid in there, and they drown it a little bit, and then it's
like now you have those super awesome arms that can stretch really far.
Yeah, that's really good. You're a warehouse, maybe. That's your superpower that you get. Like you turn into Hugh Laurie when the full moon comes out. If you're a warehouse in heaven, do you still transform, or do you go into heaven in your preferred form and just stay that way?
Well,
it's a hard question, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And there was that episode of the Rugrats I know where the babies got baptized, and the adults couldn't hear them, but they like had this whole conversation about how they like.
Rugrats got baptized?
Yeah, they got baptized. There was an episode where they had this whole conversation about how they wanted to get, when they were getting baptized, they were hoping to get like the good superpowers. And like Phil and Lil kept talking about how they loved mud and how they wanted the power to shoot mud out of their mouths. And then Chucky was like, ew, that's gross, you guys.
It sounds like the Sorting Hat. Like you can choose your power.
You have to ask to be in Gryffindor.
Yeah.
You get baptized into your Harry Potter house. Because everyone knows Christianity loves Harry Potter.
Oh.
It's like Misery Loves Company, but different. Should we end the episode?
Yes.
This has been a fun one. I've really enjoyed this. I've smiled, I've laughed, I've cried. I've gotten extremely horny, just kidding, but, you know, talking about turning it into a house sometimes.
Oh, you know, just does weird things to AIDS pee-pee.
I didn't say it did anything to my pee-pee.
All right, well, thank you so...
I did get extremely cognitively horny.
Okay.
Bradley, are you affectively or cognitively horny right now?
I'm a sapiosexual, so I'm really only attracted to the big minds.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, well, I'll consider that.
Your dad's upstairs.
He's got a...
My dad does have a big mind.
He does have a big mind. He got a big old head.
Yeah.
That girl's got a big old head.
He's got kind of a long head. Most baseball caps don't fit him.
Yeah, he does. It's kind of go back.
Yeah.
It can. You know how some people's legs go all the way up? Brad's dad's head goes all the way back.
If your legs go all the way up, never mind. So thank you so very much
Brad,
for listening. Yeah.
What did the porn star's left leg say to her right leg?
I'm cramping.
Nothing. They never met.
So, thank you so very much for listening. We appreciate it greatly. We have some housekeeping if you'd like to submit prompts. We are not in desperate need of them, but we need
some prompts right now.
Prompts, yeah.
Actually.
Yes, we would like prompts very much. So if you have good ideas, if you have bad ideas, if you have any ideas that could be turned good or bad, send them to us. We'll find them a home.
We'll certainly find an idea in them.
There will be an idea. Our Facebook group, which you can send us prompts at, is Good Idea Podcast. Our Twitter, our Tumblr, and is Tumblr still viable?
I don't know. No one uses Tumblr because you can't put PPs on it anymore.
Our Tumblr and our Instagram are all at Good Idea Cast. There are people who follow us on all of them, but it's hell yeah. And our Gmail is goodideapodcast@gmail.com, and you can contact us on any of those for advertising, for prompts, anything the heck under the sun.
If you're bored, should we thank Keegan real quick?
We should thank Keegan. Keegan, thank you for the thing you made us.
Check out @KegoDraws on Twitter and on Instagram. He's an extremely talented artist, and he deserves your attention. And he did our Twitter header, and it'll be our other header on Tumblr or whatever, and hopefully Facebook soon.
Fuck it, book. If you like the show so very much, please share it. Give it as a review. Share. I was trying to say it and us at the same. Share it.
Share us with your friends.
And give us a review. Yeah, if you're enthusiastic about us.
Someone else will be too.
Do the thing, like, you know the meme where it's like, you click the button, it's like, I love it, I will protect it, I want to show my friends and family. Do that with us.
Like it, love it, gotta have it. Like the Cold Stone Creamery size options.
Like it, love it, gotta give it.
Gotta give it. Gotta hand it over.
So we're on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, Overcast, and Libs, and you can tell your friends.
Hey, Galaxy Brain is sharing us and giving us a good review and good rating.
Hell yeah.
That's Galaxy Brain.
Galaxy Brain. All right. So Aiden,
I love Galaxy Brain.
The Galaxy Brain means very good.
It's such a good meme.
What was your favorite idea of the episode?
My favorite idea of the episode, oh god, there were so many. This is a solid boy. Mm-hmm. I really, really enjoyed talking about Ted's permit.
He's gonna have to drive soon.
That just brought me some real good joy. It made me real happy. What about you, Brad?
Warehouse was really good.
Warehouse was good. Keegan, that pun kills. Another reason you should check out Keegan's stuff, just like, he does a lot to support this show and helps make it what it is for you if you're listening and you're not Keegan. Keegan, if you're listening and you are you. Thank you so much, because we couldn't do the show without you. And Brad, what's your favorite idea of the episode? It's Warehouse. Yes. I've made, I think, AirPods my pick of the week before. If I haven't, they should have been one. The case gets all dirty and gross, and I did find a YouTube video explaining how to clean it. Super easy to do. Cost me about $5. That was a noise that came off the third LaCroix can. Fuck. Laquifa was also a very good idea. But I did purchase a couple things, and my pods case has been kind of like yellowing from the metal on the key that I keep in my pocket with my pods. And I did buy a magic eraser as part of my cleanup set, and the magic eraser is super cheap, and I have never seen anything fix a problem that fast and that effectively. The magic eraser brought my AirPods case to looking just like new, and it gave it a real nice, clean and matte finish. Felt real good to hold those in my hands, because it's been a dirty, dirty boy, just like me, for a long time. I don't know why I said that. I think I thought it would be funny, and then it was bad. Bradley, what's your pick of the week?
Did I recommend Mr. Robot already?
I don't know, but I'm sorry about my can sounds.
Yeah.
You can recommend Mr. Yeah, I think you did, but just recommend it again if that's your pick of the week.
I very much enjoyed Mr. Robot. It's still I finished it. Yeah, I talked about this before. What have I done since then?
I recommend just chilling.
I
like how we got two completely non-media pieces this week. We got the magic eraser and just chilling. Mr. Clean's magic eraser and chill. Hey, babe. You want to come over and magic erase and chill? Because I am so bored, and my room is such a mess.
Babe, let's wipe that pee-pee from existence.
babe, get over here. I'm a very, very dirty boy, and I need your help. Let's magic erase and chill.
Oh, man.
Hey, can we end it?
Yeah, sure. That was a good idea. Games for the Nankongo Swunk include Barth of the Warth and Smark Verfus. We're done here.